In this video, I want to share with you two powerful ways to grow your views, your subscribers, and just get more fans without having to break the bank. My name's Chris, also known as Manifest. I have over 60,000 subscribers on YouTube, and right now about 500,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. And I love working hard, but I also love working smart. You know, we've toured over 22 different countries, we've sold hundreds of thousands of albums, millions of singles, and honestly, a lot of the time, I slogged it out. In another video, I shared about the 80-20 principle, the PARETO principle, where, 20% of your efforts really gives you 80% of the results, where that big 80% of all that hard work really didn't move that needle. It was that little 20% that really moved the needle for you. And as I've looked back on my music career, I can say, oh, that really worked. That really moved the needle when we did that, whether it was this radio or song promotion or, feature or whatever it is. And I'm going to share with you guys some strategies here that have really worked specifically for YouTube and growing your fan base online. But it's like we need to cut out and stop doing what just feels like progress when it's not. Don't mistake activity for progress. You can be working really hard and feel like you're crushing it. I worked really hard, touring from show to show, going from club to club, bar to bar, church to church, and I'm performing and really working hard. But then I know, I can do one show or one activity and all of a sudden I'm in front of thousands in one night, as opposed to playing 20 shows and I'm only in front of 10, 20 people, each night. After 10, 20 days of that, I can get all that work done with one show, one festival, one promotion online even. So the first thing I want to share with you today is, of course, cover songs. All right, and just hold on a second, because I wasn't into covers either, and we're going to start doing them this year. But one of the fastest way to grow your fan base is to a cover song of a famous artist's song. Now, if you're a rock artist like me, I would suggest that you don't cover a rock song. You would cover a famous hip-hop song, a popular hip-hop song, or popular country or EDM song, so that you can really put a spin on it. If you're a hip-hop artist, I wouldn't be so quick to cover a hip-hop song. I would cover a rock song and do a hip-hop version of that, right? Or a hip-hop version of an EDM song, or a different genre of a song that's really popular, and put your hip-hop spin on it. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, whatever genre you are of music, don't do a cover song of that style of music. Do something else and flip it up and put your country spin on it. If you're a country artist, if you're an EDM artist and you do remixes, don't remix an EDM song or do an EDM song. Do a remix of something else. I know that comes a lot more natural for EDM and remix artists because you're used to that stuff, but switch it up. But what you're doing is you're tapping into somebody else's fan base. You're tapping into an already popular song that people are searching for, that people have said they love because they got millions of streams. I saw an artist, this girl, I forget her name, is Drac Kim or something like that. Anyway, she covered, did a rock metal version, I think, of a Lady Gaga song, Paparazzi, and I saw certain radio stations at it even. And of course, it's doing well on Spotify and doing well on YouTube. It got 1 million streams on Spotify, almost instantly. It's because you're taking an already massive song and you're redoing it your style of way, and you're tapping into that traffic. You're tapping into that momentum and that popularity that is already there. And what do people immediately do once they hear that song by you? They go, oh, well, who's this artist? Oh, look, she's got a whole bunch of other songs. Oh, he's got all these other songs. I'm going to go check that out. And all of a sudden, I'm a fan. I saw my friends in Walk Off the Earth do this. They did that Gautier cover of that 7 people, 1 guitar, and they're all playing on that giant guitar doing that song, Now You're Just Somebody That I Used to Know. And I think Russell Crowe or someone tweeted it out because he liked that song or saw that video and thought it was cool. And all of a sudden, just whew, and all these people are finding it. And I'm not guaranteeing you Russell Crowe or whoever is going to find your song and tweet about it, or Taylor Swift, but the point is that people already like these songs and might be their favorites. Someone did a cover song of This Is the End, or what is it, that song, In the End It Doesn't Even Matter by Linkin Park, and I thought it was dope. And I listened to that song a couple of times and thought, man, that's a really cool spin the way they did that. And it wasn't a rock version of that song, it was a different version. And that song had 30-something million streams on it. okay? And you know, this is the thing, like you're literally tapping into other people's fan bases. And I think there's a website called Easy Song Licensing where you can get your songs licensed. I'm going to be doing covers this year. I'm going to be tapping into that because I believe it's one of the fastest ways to get in front of new fans and build your fan base. And also, like if you're hiring a producer or someone to do the production for it, they've already got the stems, they already got the tempo, they already got the idea, they've already got the structure of the song lyrics are already written, and like now you can crank them out a lot faster because you're not writing a brand new song. And the cool thing is, no, you didn't write that song, so you wouldn't own the publishing, but when you record a new song, you would own the master, because it's a new recording, it's a new sound recording. Now I'm not going to get into all the licensing and all the details about that, but the point is, I know there's some people that all they do is covers, and they do these massive covers, they build up a massive list, whatnot, of followers, and then they sell them off for millions of bucks. I'm not going to get into that, maybe I'll interview them later on another day, but like cover songs are a real powerful way to grow your fan base. Number 2, which I freaking love, and I've been doing this a lot more lately. I got a new song coming out shortly with this strategy, and that's getting features. Getting features of other artists that are bigger than you or at least your size, okay? Now, of course, I've got 500,000 monthly listeners, so if someone's got 200,000 monthly listeners, even 150,000 monthly listeners, I'll do a song with them to tap into their fan base, and then they can tap into mine, and we can grow together. Another 150,000 monthly listeners, you better believe it. And so when we're doing songs together, okay, I'm tapping into his fan base on Spotify, on YouTube, Instagram, SoundCloud. I'm tapping into his network of managers, his network of booking agents, radio, publicists, friends, family. Like the list goes on, man, of how many, different leveraging points you get by getting a featured artist. You get all their relationships, good and bad, right? And you start doing songs, you both get to submit to Spotify playlists. Like there's just so much stuff that you get to tap into that allows you to get there faster. Okay, like this is what we're talking about, right? Like these are 2 really powerful ways, and you can poo-poo on them, and you can say they don't work, but they do. You might not want to put in the work, you might not want to do it, but you'd rather just slog it out. Oh, I'm going to create my own songs. I'm going to create my own songs. I'm not saying you can't create your own songs and not have your own identity and do songs without any features or not do covers, but I'm saying if you want to get there quicker, all right? Like, do you want to walk to your destination? Do you want to ride a bike? Do you want to drive a car? Or do you want to take a jet? Okay? Like, there's a lot of different ways to get from here to here. And do you want it to take years? Or do you want it to take months or a year? All right, I've been doing this thing now since 2001, so almost 20 plus years I've been doing this. And let me tell you, there's a faster way to get there. You don't have to learn the hard way. You know what the third way is? Is a mentor, getting someone to help coach you. And that's what I provide with Fanbase University. If you click the link below, where I do 2 live coaching calls every single month. All right, plus you get a whole bunch of world-class training and courses. You get to coach with me and ask questions every single month. Hire somebody, whether it's me or whoever, but get around successful people who are already you want to be and learn from them and collapse the amount of time it takes to get to your destination. It doesn't have to take 5, 10, 15 years to get to where you want to go. You can get there so much quicker. One idea, one pivot can change your career. Hey music artist, it looks like you haven't downloaded a copy of my book Spotify Profits yet, showing you how I got 12.2 million streams and 100,000 followers on Spotify without a record label and without having to go on tour anymore. This thing reads like a magazine. It's going to show you how to hack that Spotify algorithm, how to release your songs in order so that you get the best chance of getting on those editorial playlists, how I collaborate with other artists, but most importantly, how to build that email list so that you can monetize your music. This will work for any genre, works wherever you live, does not matter. We live in a global singles economy, and now is your time to grow your Spotify following. Click the link in this video to download a copy today.